In this video, I want to show you how you can customize the emails that go out to your customers when they purchase one of your courses or community offers inside of HighLevel. While this video does stand alone and teaches you exactly what I just told you, it is a follow-up to a series of videos that I've been doing all about funnels inside of HighLevel. I will link those down below in the description so that you can continue your watching journey and go watch those either before this one or after this one. So to get started, we're going to go under memberships, and inside of client portal, you can go to course settings here at the top, courses settings, and you'll find email settings. HighLevel has created a bunch of different emails that go out, and they've created some templates that they're okay. They're just not very good looking, and the wording's kind of strange, and you're probably going to want to customize them if you plan on utilizing courses and communities and your client portal in HighLevel. We're going to focus mainly on the courses tab, but the communities tab, the invitation here is very applicable if you're going to be doing a community group invite. This email you'll definitely want to customize, and then you can choose which of these other emails to enable and to use. By default, the rest of these are okay. For example, let's say you wanted to let somebody know when they were tagged in a comment and you wanted to see what that email looks like. It's not a terrible email, right? It's kind of a basic notification email. But when it comes to inviting somebody and sending them a welcome email, here's the default template. It's got this weird little sparkly thing in the upper left-hand corner. It's got like dear name, here's some info. It's not bad. It's got some good information on first-time login instructions and next steps. You can technically copy this content here that you want to reuse in a template. But I'm going to show you how you can set up your template and how you can get access to the short code or the merge tag or the custom value. It just depends on what you want to call it, but get access to those links so that when you create a template, your users will have a good experience logging in and getting access to their content, and you can customize it to look like whatever you want. So here's how it happens. By default, you have what's called the default template. If you click on default template, you're going to be able to change that template and use any other email template that you've built. But if you haven't built one, you're going to have to make one. So I'm going to get started. I have a main email template that I've created. So anytime I create a brand new email for my brand, I essentially have a starting place. So I'm just going to click the three dots here under my template, and I'm just going to clone it. So here's my starting point. I'm not starting from a blank email. I've got my brand already configured in here. I show you how to do this in a separate video I've already made. But we already know there were some instructions in our default email that maybe we want to bring over. So I'm going to bring in some text. I'm going to drop it. I'll drop it here down below, and I'll just move this ruler down below as well. So I'm adding in a new content section, and I'm going to paste in those instructions. Now I've pre-populated already the first name of the contact. You can access that here under custom values on the right, under contact first name. That's a pretty basic one to insert. And you'll need to remember that this is a generic email. This is that generic welcome email that goes out when someone completes an offer checkout. This is going to go out. It's going to say, welcome to the platform. Again, if we click the little I here, you can see essentially what HighLevel puts as the default again, like welcome to the platform, here's how to get started, etc. This is not a specific course onboarding email. Notice that you don't have specific emails for each of your products here. Why? Well, because we take care of those inside of an automation. I'll show you that after we get these default ones set up. So knowing that this is default, what do we want to do? Well, we want to give them a button to go create their account, set their password, etc., and some instructions on how to use it. So keep that in mind as you're building yours. Now, I want to add a button because I think buttons look better than hyperlinks. That's just a personal preference. So I'll put my button here, and I might say something like, click here to create your account, something informative. And then I would put in the link URL, which is the login link to the platform. But it's not just a link to the platform. It's a custom value, and it's a special one here. So click this little, looks like a little price tag. I think it's a tag for merge tags, which is what other platforms tend to call these. We're going to scroll down and find membership contacts, and we're going to click login URL magic link. When this link is clicked from their email, they will automatically be logged in. If they do not yet have an account, it will create that account for them and have them set a password. In fact, the very first thing they're going to see is a prompt to set their password if they've never logged in before. But when you've got your email template for your main platform welcome all set up, this is again the account creation email, you can save your template. And now we're going to go back. We're going to go to memberships. We're going to go to courses, settings, email settings, and we're going to click default template here next to our welcome email. And we're going to change this to the email template that we just created. Now the name changes, which is kind of cool. So now you can go through the various emails, click the little I to see what they're all about. So for example, if I click the I here, I can see This, again, very generic looking email that says, we're excited to share some news with you. You got access to this new lesson or product or whatever that's been dripped to you. If you're going to drip stuff, you're probably going to want to create a template that helps the user figure out how the content was being dripped to them. And basically repeat that process and go through all of the emails that you think you may want to customize that go out to them in the courses and the community section. Customize those and create templates. So now let's take a look at automations for our course and community. I'm going to focus specifically on those onboarding emails because I think those are the ones that are most tricky on the tech side here. So under automation, we're going to create a new workflow. We're going to start from scratch and give our workflow a title. I'm going to call this custom course platform onboarding. Now our trigger. This is what's important, and this is where most of the problems happen in an email when someone says, hey, I chose my template. It works when it's sent by the platform automatically, but it doesn't work when I send it in an automation. The trick is you've got the wrong trigger. Triggers are important in HighLevel because everything that comes after them relies on the context of the trigger. So for example, if this trigger was somebody got a tag added, right? Someone got added a tag, maybe that they bought my product. And then I wanted to send an email that had a link to the membership login. That link, that custom value, the merge tag, would have no context to know what to send them. So we have to change this to be related to getting access to an offer. So I'll search for offer and choose offer access granted. And I'm going to add in a filter. And the filter would be which offer I want to trigger this email. Let's say it was our standalone course offer. I'll hit save on that. So when someone gets access to our standalone course, I want to send them a welcome email, maybe even an onboarding email. And in fact, maybe I want to turn off that other email so that they don't get a generic platform welcome email, but they get a specific welcome to this specific course. Here's how you get access, or welcome to my specific membership. Here's how you get access. So in that case, we can create an email, and you can choose to send an email and build something very basic here, although it has all the same access to those same custom values, or you can select a template. And in this case, we could select our existing template, our course platform welcome email that we made, and this would send out that exact email. We could simply create a brand new template. I could click edit on this one, and I could say, you know what, I like my generic platform email. Maybe I still want that to go out, or maybe I want to turn it off. But I could customize this however I want. And I could still include, click here to create your account, and still include that custom value because contextually, this was triggered when they got access to an offer. So this knows exactly what they're going to be linked to. Now, if I hit save, this is going to overwrite the other template that I made. However, if I click save as new template, I could call this my welcome to my standalone course offer, hit continue, and now I have a completely separate template made that will go out with unique instructions for this specific offer. And then I hit save action. Got to hit save action to lock it in. So there it is. There's when they get access to my standalone course, I want to send them an email that sends them the standalone course email. I actually didn't change the subject line. Let me actually show you that really quickly. So if I come back to, I'll hit save. If I go back to my emails, let's go back to our marketing, go to our emails, go to my templates here. Let's find that course platform welcome email. You remember I duplicated my main template email. It brought along my old subject line. So under the course platform welcome email, click the three dots in the top right, go to settings, and here's where you would change this. So if this were my course platform email, I would say, welcome to the Convology learning platform. Then I'd hit save. And I could do the same thing, by the way, on my other template that just got made. What was that called? Welcome, there it is. I could click into this one. It used the same template, so it's going to pull that same wrong subject line. I could change it to say, welcome to this very specific course, because this is now unique to that offer, and hit save. So now coming back to our automation here, we could tag them as having bought the offer, or we could put in a wait condition, maybe like a wait, let's say 3 days, and then send them another email and say, hope you're getting on well with the course. If you have any questions, reach out, or you could, continue that customer journey however you best see fit for your course. All right, hopefully that was helpful, showing you the difference between sending out just a default template for a course welcome or a platform welcome and being able to customize that template, and being able to customize that template per offer if you so choose. And you can uncheck the main offer that goes out and just send only custom templates through an automation if you set the trigger as getting access to a course offer was granted. Or you can create a custom automation, add custom templates, turn off the defaults entirely, and customize them per course, per community group, as long as the trigger is set that they got offer access granted or granted access to an offer, whatever it might be. It works the same way with community groups as well. If you haven't watched it already and you're interested in checking out how to create course offers inside of HighLevel, I highly recommend you check out this video. And for the rest of my HighLevel tutorials, you can check out my playlist right here.